This week, we'll be talking about the Book of Boba Fett finale. Plus, we're discussing the latest Star Wars news. All this and more taking place in the Resistance HQ.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
You were the chosen one! It was said that you would destroy the Sith, not join them! Bring balance to the Force! Not leave it in darkness!
For over 1,000 generations, the Jedi Knights were the guardians of peace, justice, and the Old Republic.
I will not be the last Jedi. The Force will be with you. Always.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Hey there, movie fans, and welcome to In the Resistance HQ podcast, a weekly, family-friendly Star Wars and Marvel podcast.
In today's episode, we will be discussing all things Book of Boba Fett and how it will play out in the future of the franchise. We'll also be chatting about this week's Star Wars news.
Before we start, I would just like to remind you guys to subscribe on whatever platform you're listening to us on. It really helps us out. And check out our Instagram at InTheResistanceHQ and our Twitter at ResistanceHQPod. Also, don't forget to visit my YouTube channel, Ashmet Productions.
Just realised you have changed it to Hey There Movie Fans instead of
Yes, I
Hey
have.
There Star Wars fans.
Because our last episode was a Marvel mashups. So
Yeah.
we now do both. We actually, I think did we ever record? No, we didn't record our follow-up Marvel mashup, did we? No, our last episode was, I think, like November.
No, it was halfway through December
No, I think we
with
recorded.
Hawkeye.
Was it? No, because it was. Oh yeah, it must have been because it was the week before. It was the Friday before Spider-Man.
At least that's when you published it. I don't know when we recorded it.
It would have been the Friday before No Way Home. Because the last episode we recorded was the No Way Home and Hawkeye one.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a long time ago.
It
We need
was.
to get. I don't know. I find it quite funny there that I was like advertising our Twitter and Instagram. I think we've got one post on our Twitter, and I haven't posted on our Instagram in about 6 months. I've really started doing that again, shouldn't I?
Yeah, well, I mean, we should probably first of all start releasing.
doing podcasts. Yeah.
Yeah,
We've been a bit rubbish, haven't
probably.
But yeah, we say this every time. We're like, oh yeah, we're gonna get back into it, get back into the guide. It lasts like 2 weeks, and then we just.
Yeah. The next one after this will be in March, probably.
No, suppose the next one. Either we're gonna keep going like routinely, or the next one after this is gonna be in like June once we finish our exams. It's gonna be one of the two.
And when are we going to release these podcasts we did a year ago, Patrick?
When I get round to it.
Okay.
I'll edit them and make all the thumbnails and everything. And then I'll just like keep them in the background to record on a rainy day when we forget to record one.
It's a rainy day every day in England.
It is. You know, for the next week, because basically, right, I've got these Lego books I want to clean, and you've got to put them in hydrogen peroxide and put them out in the garden. And it's got to be sunny. I've been checking the weather forecast like every weekend for about the last month, and it's not been sunny for a sustainable amount of time on the weekend once.
Probably because it's winter.
I know, it's really annoying. I know it's winter, Joe. I know that's why it is. But it's still annoying, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I have 7 sets I need to build, and I'm just waiting to clean these bricks from my Millennium Falcon. I can't do that until it's sunny. So can it just...
Well, it's summer right now in Australia, so...
Unfortunately, Joe, we don't live in Australia, do we?
No.
And to be honest, I'm not going to fly all the way to Australia to dunk some bricks in hydrogen peroxide.
I think it would be worth it.
I don't. Kids, don't dunk stuff in hydrogen peroxide without your parents' permission. It's just general rule of thumb, you know.
Sure, Patrick.
Pardon?
Sure.
Yeah. I'm dunking stuff in
Yeah.
hydrogen peroxide with my parents' permission because, you know, you've got to be safe. Safety, innit? Right, do you want to do the news?
We can do the news. We can.
Yes, let's move on to the news of the week.
That's not how the Force works. Amazing. Every word of what you just said was wrong.
Many Bothans die to bring us this information.
Look, I can't hold forever. If you reach him, tell him Leia has an urgent message for him about his mother.
Good job.
Right. Our first one, the big one,
So
The one I called you about on Thursday when I was on the bus because it was too big. I had to tell you.
yeah, I know.
This comes directly from StarWars.com. Obi-Wan Kenobi will debut May 25th on Disney Plus. One of the greatest that went well. One of the greatest Jedi ever is back for a new mission. Obi-Wan Kenobi, the new limited series from Lucasfilm, will debut May 25th exclusively on Disney Plus. The series stars Ewan McGregor reprising his role as the iconic Jedi Master. You get a first look at the striking Obi-Wan Kenobi teaser poster below, featuring the titular hero traversing a barren desert. The story begins 10 years after the dramatic events of Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, in which Obi-Wan Kenobi faces his greatest defeat, the downfall and corruption of his best friend and Jedi apprentice, Anakin Skywalker, who turned to the dark side and became the evil Sith Lord Darth Vader. The series also marks the return of Hayden Christensen in the role of Darth Vader. Joining the cast are Moses Ingram, Joel Edgerton, Bonnie Piesse, Kumail Nanjiani, Indira Varma, Rupert Friend, O'Shea Jackson Jr., Sung Kang, Simone Kessel, and Benny Safdie. Obi-Wan Kenobi is executive produced by Kathleen Kennedy, Michelle Redwan, Deborah Chow, Ewan McGregor, and Joe D. Is that a B or a D? Which one? Joe B. Harold. Whoops. Sorry about that. It's been a long day. So yeah.
Two things. If you're gonna release it in May, why aren't you releasing it on May 4th?
Because I think May 4th this year is a Tuesday.
Yeah, but you gotta
Let me check.
just release it on the Tuesday, then release it next week on the Wednesday.
What? Oh no, that's the 4th, isn't it? Yeah, May 4th is a Tuesday. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway,
I imagine it could be a scheduling thing on Disney Plus.
and I was looking at the poster when you sent it to me,
Yeah.
and I was thinking he looks, because he's quite far away, but I was thinking that looks a bit like Luke from the sequels.
That's a bit. Oh, I think that's going to be kind of what it's like. The kind of lone,
Yeah.
abandoned, depressed Jedi, I think. So I'm going to point out from that cast list slightly significantly. Joel Edgerton and Bonnie Piesse, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, played Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru in Revenge of the Sith. So we are seeing Owen and Beru in this.
Will we be seeing Luke though?
I wouldn't be surprised if we see Luke as like a kid, but like it's a
He'd be
side character.
10.
I feel like yes, he would be. I feel like it would be so Luke.
Maybe Obi-Wan is saving Luke from
Yes,
something's happening. Like
I
the
don't
Hutts
think
or-
Luke and Obi-Wan will ever interact, but I think Beru and Owen will interact with Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Definitely. I don't think Luke will. I
No.
think we will see Luke from a distance and see Obi-Wan doing stuff that will affect Luke. But I don't
How we
think
did in Rebels, I guess.
Yeah. I think it'll be
Except
like that.
Ezra and Luke are basically the same age. Ezra was like 17 or something, and Luke was like 8. He was a child. Which is
Ezra and Luke have the same birthday, yeah.
yeah, and they
was-
showed
it-
Luke as
it
like a
was-
child, or
It
Ezra
was a bit of a
was-
silly
It was a bit of a
silly
silly.
I think they wanted to make clear that it was Luke, I think, so they just kind of looked over it. What? Well, when was Rebels
And you were
season-
saying that Dave Filoni knows his stuff. When we were talking about the
Oh,
Mandalorian the other
yeah,
day,
we were.
and Baby Yoda.
Yeah, all right. Just all right. Shut up. What season was that?
That was season 3 at
Thank you.
near to the end.
When
I know
is-
my stuff with Rebels.
Yeah, I was gonna look it up.
Watching it
And
right
then,
now, actually.
I was gonna look it up, and then I thought, hold on a sec, I've got Joe here.
Yeah, exactly.
When is season 3 set?
There's a time gap between season 2 and season 3.
Yeah, 6 months.
It's only 6 months.
Only 6 months.
I thought it was like a year or 2.
No.
Wow. Because Ezra looks so much older.
Yeah. When's it set? Oh, come on.
Well,
So-
it'd be
so
set.
14 years, so it's set in 40. No, it's set in
No, he's
Fi-
not 14 in that.
it's set in 5 BBY.
There's no way Ezra is 14 in season 3.
Well, he's 50. Hold on a sec.
No, he's not. I remember looking up a long time ago how old is Ezra.
See, do you remember we looked this up
3.
before? You have a very loud keyboard. Do you know that?
Yeah, I know, because I spilled water on my old one, so I had to get a new one.
Oh, come on, Wikipedia.
This isn't helpful. This isn't helpful. What I'm looking at right now is saying that he's 22, which is wrong.
Well, he's not, because he won't be 22 until 3 ABY.
Here it says in season 3, he's 19. He would be about 28 or 29 during the Mandalorian, which I think is wrong.
During the events of Mando, he would be 29.
Yeah.
Because
So he would be 19.
Because he was 9, so he was born in 19 BBY, and Mando is set in 10 ABY. Because Return of the Jedi is set in 4 ABY, and Mando takes place 6 years after that.
Oh no, sorry. This is saying he's 19 at the end of Rebels, so I'm guessing that's like at the end of season 4. There's like Sabine is narrating what happens at the end of the war with them.
That thing, the Sabine thing, is set in 4 ABY in what's it called? Return of the Jedi. What?
My bad. This thing at the top. It was about a different show.
Ah, that would explain it, Joe.
That would explain it. Now,
Yes,
in
it
the
would.
Rebels,
How hard is it to find out when it's set?
apparently it's very hard.
I'm searching through like every Wikipedia article on Rebels. I cannot find it anywhere.
Okay,
Okay,
I found how old Sabine is. Sabine is 16, and Ezra is like 2 years, I think, younger than her.
Yeah, time that.
So
was,
14. So 14 matches up, actually.
So yeah, so the timeline
Yeah.
it says 5 BBY to 0 BBY. So does season 1 take place in 5 BBY and season do last take place in BBY created by?
Why are you talking about 5 BBY?
Right, because 5 BBY is when it starts.
Oh,
That's
Oh,
what
yeah,
it says
it is.
here.
yeah. You're right.
Yeah, so so I think so in season 3 he would have been about 18.
Sounds wrong.
He would have been about 17 or 18.
In season 3, when he sees Obi-Wan,
Yes, he would have been about 17 or 18.
that means there's 4 years between season 3 and season 1.
No timeline, it takes place in 2 BBY. Yeah, so it takes place in 2 BBY. So he would have been
Season 3, and when does season 1 take place? 5
I'm
BBY?
checking. Season 3 takes place. He would have been 17 there.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said 17,
So
didn't
Kid
I?
Luke would have been 17.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he's a late bloomer.
Maybe. His late and very quick bloomer. Goes from
Yeah.
an 8-year-old to an 18-year-old.
Oh, that must be why Obi-Wan waited so long to train him.
Why? Yeah. So timeline, season 1 starts in 5 BBY. So season 1 is
Yeah.
5 BBY to 4 BBY. Season 2
sounds right.
is 3 BBY. Season 3 is 2 BBY. Season 1 is kind of like 1 to 1 BBY. Because the Battle of the Soul was kind of like the beginning of the end. Because you had the Battle of the Soul, the Battle of Scarif, Death Star, and the Battle of Yavin, sorry, and then it kind of all goes from there. The Battle of the Soul.
Battle of Lothal, that was
That was
1
like-
BBY.
That was, let me just check. I thought that was 0 BBY. Yeah, 0 BBY.
I don't know.
Yeah, set in 0 BBY. Yeah, Kanan Jarrus is killed. Lothal Jedi Temple is destroyed. Lothal is liberated.
Jarrus is killed.
Yeah. 0 BBY was a big year, mate.
Yeah, definitely was.
Yeah. So
And when's the Battle of Endor, is it called?
4 ABY.
Okay.
Yeah, no. So Luke was 18 when we saw him in Rebels, which is not right. I can tell you that much.
Yeah.
Or rather, his appearance isn't right. We've got completely off the topic of Kenobi, haven't we?
Yeah, we definitely have.
Yeah, we have. We do this, don't we?
Yeah, except at least it's not Marvel this time.
So Luke will be about 10. So hopefully we will see some of Luke, I think. Yeah. I've also heard reports today that Rupert Friend will be playing the Grand Inquisitor.
The Grand Inquisitor.
The Grand Inquisitor, who is still alive at this point.
Yes, he
now,
definitely
obviously,
is.
in Rebels, the Grand Inquisitor is voiced by. Come on, you should know this, Joe.
Sorry, I don't know the voice actors of every single
Good point.
actor.
That is true. You're useless when it comes to actors, aren't you?
Yeah.
He's voiced by Jason Isaacs, who plays Lucius Malfoy in Harry Potter.
Oh
yeah.
wow!
Yeah, and
oh wow!
Jason Isaacs has previously expressed interest in playing the Grand Inquisitor in live action. However, obviously, this is 5 years before we see the Grand Inquisitor. So, is it that this report is false, or is it they've decided to go with Rupert Friend simply because he's just younger? I would have liked to have seen Jason Isaacs do it, but then again, Jason Isaacs is Alexa. How old is Jason Isaacs?
Oh, Alexa is so useless.
He's 58.
Wow.
Obviously, other smart speaker products are available. Sorry, I felt like we had to do that. So yeah, he's kind of old, well, relatively old. So if you look up Rupert Friend, it's literally just spelled Rupert Friend on your computer to see what you think. That's you, Joe. Yeah, look it up. I think he looks pretty good.
Rupert Friend.
Rupert Friend. Rupert as in Rupert Grint, Friend as in you and me. I'll take a sip of tea out of my Star Wars mug. What do we think? He looks all right when he's bald, as in like he looks kind of like him. And I think with prosthetics and stuff, I think he could do a good job.
They might just do another Cad Bane of it though.
He's supposed to. Well, the thing we've always got to remember here is that you are going from animation to live action, and characters we've seen from live action animation, for example, Dooku, they do look very different. Aesthetically, they look very different. So he is going to look very different from how we expect.
Yeah, but Dooku was animated in the Clone Wars after we saw him in live action.
Yes. But then again, the Cad Bane that we've seen in live action, if you went from that Cad Bane to so if we'd seen that first and then you went to the Cad Bane in the Clone Wars, it wouldn't have looked too bad, would it? Same as if you'd gone from Mando Ahsoka to Clone Wars Ahsoka, it would have been a fairly natural transition, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Then they're not going to make the characters in live action look exactly the same as they did in.
No, I was just disappointed. They got its whole look wrong, in my opinion.
I liked it,
but it is what it is.
We'll discuss it later, though. I liked it though. Is it just me, or does Rupert Friend look like a BTEC Johnny Depp?
That's what I was definitely
He
thinking.
looks very like Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp played Jack Sparrow. He's that one.
He also played Hondo.
Oh my god, you actually know who Johnny Depp is?
Yeah.
Do you think Johnny Depp did voice Hondo, did he?
No, I was just joking because he could.
We want Johnny Depp to do Hondo, yeah.
Yeah.
He'd be a good Hondo.
Yeah. I remember I suggested it to you and you didn't think it was at first, but then you came to your senses.
Well, I think then I watched Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Or maybe I don't know. Yeah. We don't know much about Kenobi so far. Hopefully, what it's thought is that. So I think we know that Hayden Christensen will be as Darth Vader. I think we know that. There's also strong rumors. I can't remember if this is confirmed or not, that we will see some sort of flashback involving Hayden and Ewan. I don't know if it'll be
Clone Wars live action.
I'm hoping that it will be, but we don't know.
Rex live action.
Yep. Who do you think they get to play Rex live action?
Ooh.
Because obviously, if it's modern day, like if Rex is in the
I mean,
Ahsoka-
maybe they don't have to get anyone. Maybe they can just have his helmet on.
True, that is true. If they were to have Rex in the Ahsoka series, obviously Tamara Morrison would play him, because Tamara Morrison played Django and he played Boba. So obviously he would play him because he'd be old, but Tamara Morrison at this point would be too old to play. Maybe they get Daniel, what's his face, who played Boba Fett in Attack of the Clones. I think that could
Possible.
be because he looks quite like Tamara Morrison, so I think that would be possible. I don't know if we'll see him though. I'd like to. I don't think we know how many episodes this is either. It's a limited series, so there's only going to be one season. So I'm hoping it's going to be more. I'm hoping it's going to be more like 9 episodes.
And
I'm
not
gonna be,
7.
I'm gonna be really annoyed if it's like 7 episodes and like 2 of them are half an hour long. I'd be really frustrated if that happens.
Yeah.
Because like just it's Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like you've got to give us a lot here.
It's possible that they're gonna make it like a lot of other shows that branch off it. Like Mandalorian, they have Book of Boba Fett, they have Ahsoka.
I don't think so, because you've got with Mando, you have the Mandoverse, which is Mando, Book of Boba Fett, Ahsoka, those shows. I don't think Obi-Wan Kenobi would be I don't think you get an Obi-Wan Kenobi verse. I can't see that happening. Yeah, I don't know. I think this will be a limited exclusive series. Yeah, I definitely think so. As in, exclusive, I mean, like, I don't know.
Just
I think
unfortunate.
it would just be Obi-Wan, yeah. It'll still be good. I'm still so excited.
Yeah.
But
Also, when is Bad Batch coming out? Season 2?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. Speaking of the Mandoverse, our next news story, yes, there are more, is that Ray Stevenson has been cast in Ahsoka. This comes from IGN. The cast of the upcoming Star Wars Ahsoka continues to take shape. The Hollywood Reporter confirms that Grand Admiral Thrawn will be the central villain of the cast and reveals that Ray Stevenson is also joining the cast. Thrawn was expected to be the core focus of the series, given that The Mandalorian Season 2 revealed Ahsoka has been hunting for her old nemesis on the far fringes of the galaxy. However, the Hollywood Reporter clarifies that Stevenson won't be playing Thrawn, but another villain with the rank of Admiral. It's unclear if Stevenson's role is an existing character or brand new to the Star Wars franchise. In the expanded universe, Thrawn was frequently accompanied by his second-in-command, Gilad Pellaeon. Could Pellaeon be following his commanding officer and making the jump from the EU to Disney's Star Wars canon? It's still unknown who will be playing the Thrawn role. The character was previously voiced by Sherlock's Lars Mikkelsen in the animated series Star Wars Rebels. The Hollywood Reporter indicates production on the series will begin in April, so more casting news may well be dropped in the weeks ahead. In addition to Rosario Dawson reprising the Ahsoka role, the series cast includes Hayden Christensen as Anakin Skywalker, Natasha Liu Bordozzo as Mandalorian warrior.
You say Anakin's going to be in Ahsoka?
Wren. That's what it says here.
Wow.
And also Sabine will be in. Yeah. So this guy.
So Force Ghost.
Hopefully. So this guy, Ray Stevenson, will be. He voiced Gar Saxon in Rebels.
Oh yeah.
I'd be surprised we won't see Gar Saxon because he's dead. So hopefully we'll be seeing. I think he could play a Mando. I don't know. We've discussed the woman playing Sabine before, haven't we?
Who?
Let me just find her. But yeah, you knew Sabine was going to be in it, didn't you?
Sure.
Sure. I'm fairly sure I told you this already.
Yeah, but obviously I forgot already.
I've completely forgotten as well. This is her. Let me just find a picture there. I'll put it on the show notes.
Mm-hmm.
That's her.
Oh, playing who?
Sabine.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks good.
Remember that
She's good for it, isn't she? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I think she'll do a good job. Yeah, so the Ahsoka cast is obviously beginning to take shape, which is very exciting. Are you more excited for Ahsoka or for Kenobi.
Kenobi.
Really?
No. I didn't say Kenobi. I was saying like, I was
right,
finishing what you were saying. I was finishing what you were saying.
Yeah.
When's Ahsoka coming out? Next year?
Next year, I believe. Yes.
Oh, so long.
Our filming it doesn't begin until about April, so.
I mean, we know hardly anything about both of them, but I mean,
yeah.
they're both really
they've done a very good job
characters.
at keeping Kenobi under wraps, actually.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah, Ahsoka's been to take shape, which is obviously very exciting.
I'm definitely very excited for both, but Kenobi's very it's actually happening a lot sooner.
Yeah.
So
if
I'm
they
more
don't
excited for
cast
Kenobi
Lars
right now.
Mikkelsen as Thorn, then we riot.
Yeah,
Understood?
I think I remember who that is.
He's the dude who looks exactly like Thorn.
Yeah.
One day you're going to remember who these people are, Joe.
Wait, is he the one who voice acted him?
Yes, he is, yeah.
Yeah.
The one who's Mads Mikkelsen's brother. Mads Mikkelsen played Galen Erso in Rogue One. And he's also playing Grindelwald in the new Fantastic Beasts because Johnny Depp got fired. So
why did he get fired?
Because there was a court case about him and Amber Heard.
I thought Amber Heard was found guilty.
No, she wasn't found guilty. She should have been, because she very obviously is guilty of a lot worse stuff than him. But yeah, I think there's a court case. It's all very messy.
I don't think we should be talking about it.
No, it's complicated.
Moving on.
Yes, I'm not going to talk about it because I don't actually understand it. So
yeah, me neither.
Our last piece of news is a piece of Marvel news. So this comes from Digital Spy. Marvel's Daredevil, Jessica Jones, and more are surprisingly leaving Netflix very soon. Bad news, streaming fans. All of Marvel's hit Netflix series, including Daredevil and Jessica Jones, are leaving the streaming service early next month. Right now, those hoping to stream the series are met with a message: this show is available until 1st of March. Digital Spy has learned that Netflix's license for the Marvel shows have ended, and the rights have now been reverted back to Disney. Therefore, it seems that these series could potentially reappear on Disney Plus in the Marvel archive, alongside other network TV series, such as the former ABC series Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Agent Carter, though that's yet to be confirmed. So in the US...
Is Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. not already on Disney Plus?
In the US, no, it's not. It's on Netflix. It's been taken off Netflix in the US. But so this means all the like Daredevil and stuff like that, that's all being put on Disney Plus, which to me, you haven't seen Daredevil, have you?
No.
To me, it instantly suggests that
Spider-Man,
that they are keeping the backstories for Daredevil instead of making a new one. They're going to keep that backstory and make that story canon.
I think they were always going to do that.
Potentially, yeah. Are you going to watch Daredevil if it comes on Disney Plus?
I mean, there's nothing stopping me from watching it right now, so I'll watch it whenever.
Okay, but it's not like you. Yeah, okay. It's good. I've seen it. I'm
not in a hurry to watch.
No, yeah. No, I think it's good. I liked it. I don't think it's as good as everyone says, but yeah.
Was it better than Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
God, no.
Good.
I mean, it's not bad. It's just not Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I've heard a lot of people saying it's... Well, I've heard one person saying it's the best thing that Marvel has ever produced.
Was that Arthur?
No, it was Sam.
Which one?
Long hair.
Oh, Murphy.
Yeah.
I would have to disagree with Sam.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely not. Yeah, I've never liked it as much as other people seem to have done, but yeah, maybe I need to rewatch it.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully once that stuff comes off Netflix will be in Disney Plus. And I seem to remember there was also confirmation last year that Sony was going to put all the Spider-Man movies on Disney Plus. I'm not sure what's happening with that. Like including the Toby ones and the Andrew ones.
Yeah, it's very annoying. It's very annoying.
I seem to remember someone...
Are they on Netflix?
No.
Are they on Amazon Prime?
They're on Sky, I think.
They're on Sky.
Yeah, I seem to remember confirmed reports that all the Sony Marvel stuff was coming onto Netflix. So yeah.
No, it is on Netflix.
No, the Sony Marvel stuff. The Spider-Mans.
Yeah, Spider-Man is on Netflix.
Not Netflix. Disney Plus. Sorry. Disney Plus,
But it is
my
on
bad.
Netflix.
The Tom Holland ones.
No, there's Tom Holland, there's Sam Raimi, not all of them. There's Amazing Spider-Man. They're all the amazing. There are all the Amazing Spider-Man ones, but there's only 1 in 3 for Sam Raimi. Weirdly.
Yes. Yeah. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
You know, hopefully it'll come on.
I feel it definitely would eventually, I'm sure.
Hopefully.
In
We don't
the
know.
next 6 years or the next 3, Spider-Man's coming out.
Yes.
Somebody's watch. Yeah.
You all right?
Yeah.
Do you want to do what's it called? Impression of the week? Or not?
Of who?
Well, I mean, depends, doesn't it? We'll do it. Should we do it this week or not?
The Rancor.
The Rancor. I can do the Rancor.
Missa called Jar Jar Binks. Missa, your humble servant.
Great warrior.
Now let's leave your wife out of this. There is no need for such impropriety among these.
I'm afraid of fire.
I can do Cad Bane. I'm gonna teach you.
I mean, if
all
it's
the lessons.
sized down to if the Rancor was human level, it would be like a little candle. It'd be like a little candle. I don't exactly know why he's so scared of it, but
Well, because if you had a little kind of blast in your face, you'd be a bit annoyed, wouldn't you?
yeah, but I wouldn't be running away like he did when Cad Bane was there.
Well, you know, everyone has a fear, don't they? And I'd say it'd be more like a blowtorch, I think, fortunately.
Yeah, maybe.
Not a candle.
No, it wouldn't be a blowtorch because Cad Bane had a blowtorch.
Yeah, but in proportion, it would be like a blowtorch.
What do you mean? What are you saying a blowtorch is?
You know, like one of those little things with the little jets of fire,
Yeah.
like that you use for like welding and stuff. In our
but
universe, yeah.
Oh
like
yeah,
that's a
yeah,
bit-
yeah.
Okay, Cad Bane impression. I'm gonna make one off with King Wheels. I mean, that was kind of the Godfather, but it was kind of the Godfather gone Western. I'm
But no, what the Godfather is?
gonna make one off with King Wheels. Have you never seen the Godfather?
No.
Wow, that is betrayal right there, buff. That is.
Also, can we just
mad.
talk about how they renamed Los Mos Pelgo to Freetown?
Yeah,
That is so bad.
it was named that in the Aftermath series. It was already called that.
Yeah, but Freetown's a bad name.
Yeah, but it was that was already a thing. So
Yeah.
you know, yeah, just the way it is. I'm afraid, mate.
Should we do quote of the week?
We can certainly do quote of the week. Okay.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
Do or do not. There is no try.
He is the chosen one.
This is the way.
You are the chosen one! It was said that you would destroy this and not join them!
The Force will be with you always.
What quote do you want to do?
Oh, can we do the when Cad Bane's like, think of this as your last lesson or
I
something?
think this is my final lesson. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just find that quote.
What does it feel?
Consider this my final lesson. Look out for yourself. Anything else is weakness.
Yes.
That work? Let me just input that into the system. That says consider, which isn't a word.
I like how Cad Bane is talking about how Boba Fett is a cold-blooded killer, but then, I mean, he's worked with Sith on multiple occasions. He's kidnapped the babies. He's taken senators hostage and tried to
He is the definition of a bad killer.
kill them.
Cold-blooded killer.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Well, I think he's saying he went soft. And he's like, you used to be cold-blooded killer, blah, blah, blah. Because when he says that, Cad Bane isn't saying to them, come and work for me. He's saying, don't work for Boba. So I think he's trying to dissuade them.
Yeah, but I think he believes it.
What? I don't know. Cad's a complex character. We don't know much about him, to be honest.
Not really. He just does what he wants.
Was it you that told me that Cad used to train Boba?
Yeah.
Was it? Or was that Sam?
Yeah.
It was
No.
you. How did you know that?
I know it because I saw a video.
Oh yeah. I
On
was thinking that
YouTube.
seems a disproportionate amount of Star Wars knowledge for you to have. No offense. I think we're kind of merging into the Book of Boba Fett now, so we'll just.
I don't know why it wasn't the Book of Boba Fett in the first place.
Well, because we were doing quote of the week, so this is Book of Boba Fett.
You will be a Jedi, I promise.
For over 1,000 generations, the Jedi Knights were the guardians of peace and justice in the old Republic.
Show me again the power of the darkness.
The shroud of the dark side has fallen. Begun the clone man. I am your father.
And I'm the Jedi.
It's time to let old things die.
You are the chosen one. It was said that you would destroy us and not join them.
Obviously spoilers if you haven't seen the finale. And if you haven't, get a life and go and see it. Like, I don't want to be rude, but like, just get a life, you know. So obviously we spent like an hour discussing this the other day while the stupid. We keep doing this, don't we?
Yeah.
We do this a lot.
It wasn't the smartest option.
No. Well,
Because
something
we would
will
have had a
happen
lot
and
more
we'll be like,
juicy material
yeah.
to talk about in this.
We spent so long talking about it, and now we've got like nothing.
Yeah.
Which we obviously don't think so, do we?
No, we don't. We
No.
realise after we do it.
We do. We're a bit stupid like that. So now I was talking about it the other day, and they were like, "Oh, we don't have nothing to talk about."
Exactly.
Whoops. Which is a slight issue. But so okay, what we could try anyway. What were your thoughts on the finale?
I told you this. I think.
Yeah, but you didn't tell the listeners this, did you?
Yeah. I think the final battle between what's it called? Which syndicate is it?
The Pikes.
The Pikes and Boba Fett was a bit anticlimactic. I don't think it wasn't as big of a war as
No, it was just a couple of
hyped
fighters,
up
wasn't
to
it?
be. Yeah.
I think if you're gonna have a war, then you need to have it over multiple episodes, not just one episode.
And then like the main forces were like 2 droids.
Yes, yeah. You know what they should have done is started the war then, and then done a season 2 and finish off the war.
And Cad Bane was a bit underused, in my opinion.
Yes, I think it would have been better if they teased Cad Bane from the start. You know, in like a post-credit scene or something, just hinted that he'd been the one that had killed the Tusken men.
Were there any post-credit scenes? Because I didn't look at any.
Yes, there was. At the end of the last episode.
Yeah, what was it?
It was just Cobb Vanth in the back to tank.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I
he
definitely thought he
survived.
wasn't dead.
Yeah, because I saw someone say, "Oh yeah, I could have ruined it because he thought he's dead." And it gives meaning to it, and I was like, at no point did I think Cobb Vanth was dead.
Yeah.
At no point did I think he was dead.
No.
I just thought they'd healed him. You know.
I don't really care if his deputy got killed, but
Yeah, he was a bit of a jerk, to be honest. Well, he
Yeah.
wasn't a jerk. He didn't take orders very well. You know.
no, and he definitely caused. I don't think. I think the marshal would have died to Cad. Or gotten beaten by Cad Bane anyway, but he kind of
Yes.
caused it even more by
Yes,
like kind
no, I
of
agree.
twitching and trying to scrabble his gun out.
Yes, yeah, because then Cad Bane got like distracted and not distracted, like he focused on him instead. Yeah, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think because was it you that I was discussing with? I can't remember who it was. I think it would have been better if there are a few very small changes that I would have made to the series. I
Yeah.
think would have made it better. One of which would have been, I wouldn't have called the series The Book of Boba Fett. I would have called
Yeah,
it.
because I got so confused. I was like, I don't want to be reading this. Anyway, go on.
If we
why
ever
not?
get merged, that needs to be our first T-shirt. Excited to read The Book of Boba Fett. I would have called it The Mandalorian : The Book of Boba Fett. Because I think the thing was that everybody was like, oh, this is going to be The Mandalorian. No, this is going to be The Book of Boba Fett. And then suddenly Mando was in it. Because we all kind of half
No,
expected
it was the Book of Boba Fett. And then suddenly Mando appears up.
We were all kind of
appears.
half expecting Mando to be in it, but we weren't.
I didn't think they
expecting.
needed. I don't think they needed to do as much Mando as they
We weren't.
did.
We weren't expecting.
They just needed him in the final battle.
Yeah,
and
we weren't expecting it to be
the
that much Mando. So I think if it had been called The Mandalorian : The Book of Boba Fett, then suddenly having all that Mando wouldn't have felt so weird because we would have been expecting it.
I don't want. What? Just make a show about Book of Boba Fett. Just choose.
No, I agree. I think they should have just stuck to The Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
But the fact is they didn't, and I think if they just called it The Mandalorian : The Book of Boba Fett, just that one simple thing, they could have had that story, and it wouldn't have felt so weird.
Yeah.
I think it was completely wet how they made Grogu go back to Luke. I think that was trash. I'm sorry. You just
say go back to Luke.
Go back to Mando, sorry.
Yeah.
But you don't hype up for 2 seasons Grogu becoming a Jedi.
I know, why'd you do that in the Book of Boba Fett? Do that in season 3.
And you don't bring in the Luke Skywalker and then be like, oh no, he's going back with
It's just like, okay, well, all right. What was the point of Luke even getting him then?
Yeah, he was and also he was with Luke for 1 episode. 1 episode. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it's Luke Skywalker. Did you see all the cool stuff he was doing in that episode with the little jumpy stuff?
Yeah, with Yoda. Remember, like, Dagobah and Yoda.
Yeah. Like, you don't use Luke Skywalker and Grogu doing that for 1 episode. Like,
no, it would have been a bit extended if they did it more than 1 episode and it is in the Book of Boba Fett show. They should have just done it in Mandalorian, so they could have done it for
1 episode. Put it in the Mandalorian. Don't put it in the Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Like, what I would have done if I was them was I would have had that spanned over the course of season 3, and then Grogu goes back to Grogu actually gets some, like, you know, power, and then comes back to Mando at the end of season 3. Like, come on, dude. Like, it's just not cool.
Like they needed to extend the amount of time we saw Luke with Baby Yoda and like Baby Grogu missing the Mandalorian. Instead, it was just like, okay, he goes there, maybe he's with them for a bit of time, then he's just like, okay, I want to go back to Mandalorian now. What's the point in any of that?
Yeah,
I wanted to see him being trained a lot more.
Exactly. Like, it was so cool when we were seeing him being chained. Like, and then just like it just didn't happen.
And I want to see him. I want to see the decision.
Yeah.
I don't want. Good man.
Just yeah. It just wasn't as powerful as it could have been, in my opinion.
Mm-mm.
Like, you know. And I think, like, whilst I liked it, it was just like, also, yeah, if you're gonna give Baby Yoda some armor, which I'm all in favor for, like, that's so cool. Give him Mando armor. Don't give him like this petty little chainmail thing. Like, give him
Chainmail works.
The chainmail works, but it's not cool.
I think it is because Baby Yoda's going to be like agile, moving around a lot.
But I'm sorry, right? Okay, Baby Yoda, right? He's been wearing that manky old bag for 2.5 seasons now. My guy needs some new drip. He needs some new gear. He needs a new fit, right? He's been wearing that, and he would have been wearing that for the previous 50 years as well. My guy's been wearing this baby guy thing for 50 years. If that's a baby, he goes to the loo a lot. He vomits a lot. You know, get my guy some new clothes, please. Like,
it's very true.
Like, seriously, guys. Like, we saw him vomit macaroons all over that thing, and he's still wearing the same one. Like, last time I checked, Mano didn't have a washing machine on the Razor Crest, and he certainly doesn't have a washing machine on that Naboo Starfighter.
No, maybe he does. I don't know.
Like, can we think practically, please, here, folks? Come on. Like, God, they need to wash stuff in Star Wars. Like, do you think of the Jedi Temple? They just have like a massive washing machine, and they just put all the robes in there.
Yeah,
and then, you know, every so often, Obi-Wan will get his robes back and try to put them on, and it'll be way too small, and just take them off, and it's got like Yoda's name on it.
I want to see the Jedi canteen.
Yeah, I want to see like the intricacies of the Jedi Temple.
I want to see
like,
what Jedi eat.
I think they should just do a series where they just tour the entire Jedi Temple. Because you know, in the Jedi Temple, they have like biomes for animals that have to exist in certain biomes. So they have like a whole section of the Jedi Temple that is literally just water. Like, it's literally like an entire part of the Jedi Temple that's got all the stuff that the normal Jedi Temple is, but it's all in water because there are species that can't come out of water. And they have one for like forests as well.
Jedi then?
Because they can still function as Jedi. They're just like,
they can't leave.
Well, yeah, but when they travel everywhere, they go in like a water pod. Like, their starfighters would have like water stuff in them. And also, you know, it gives like the Mon Cala somewhere to hang out. You know, like, we've seen Mon Cala Jedi,
yeah,
and like Kit Fisto, like they are aquatic. Like, they're amphibians. They can live out of the water and in the water, but they would prefer
Kit Fisto and his apprentice.
Yeah, like those two, I imagine, would have spent a lot of time in the water biome because naturally their species, their natural home is under the water. So I imagine, you know, that they have stuff like that. There's just so many cool things they could show you inside the Jedi Temple. They just didn't, you know?
Yeah.
So I think, although they haven't yet, I think they should do a series where you just tour the Jedi Temple. That'd be so cool.
Maybe you can explore it in the new Lego game. That'd be cool.
Oh my God, mate. I'm so pumped for that. So Lego
It's very expensive though.
It's very expensive.
It's not worth it, in my opinion.
I don't even care, mate. To be honest, I don't even care. I'm getting it. Like, I'm so excited. Like, oh, it's gonna be so good. Are you gonna buy it?
Not right away.
Really?
Yeah.
You know how, like, I'm not a big gamer, right?
Yeah.
I'm banging that game out. I'm completed it in like a week. I'm sorry. It's happening.
Don't think that's physically possible.
Watch me. I'm so excited, mate. It's gonna be such a good game. I like Lego games, in case you didn't tell.
Yeah, I definitely do, but £60. I mean, that's just...
We could just get the non-deluxe edition, which is 50.
Yeah, but then what do you not get?
Like, there are like 9 DLCs and like characters and like stuff like that.
Which is?
I don't know.
Is Rebels in it?
Don't know.
Not buying it then.
It's only 10 quid, but still. It's up to you.
No, I mean, I'm not buying the whole game because Rebels isn't in it.
Yeah, no, I know. I got that. Yeah. But Book of Boba Fett, like, I liked it. I just think they could have done it
execution could have been better.
They didn't construct the series in the way I would have done. I still liked it, but here's what I felt. The first kind of four episodes, they spent too much time
Tuscans
in the flashbacks. Like, don't get me wrong, it was interesting. But then when it came to the later half of the season and they wanted to start talking about the war, we hadn't spent enough time in modern day Tatooine to connect with it and like feel what was actually going on.
And also we wasted an episode with 2 episodes with the Mandalorian.
Yeah. Like we hadn't experienced we hadn't connected with Mos Espa. We hadn't experienced the politics, I think, enough to really feel what was going on. I think, Mos Espa's a big city. We only saw a tiny part of it. I think we should.
Is Mos Espa and Mos Eisley, are they connected next to each other?
Mos Espa was where Anakin grew up. Mos Eisley, so the towns of Tatooine, Mos Espa, Mos Eisley, Freetown, and I believe Anchorhead. So I could be wrong on that. I think Mos Eisley is like on the other side. They're fairly far away. They're not close.
I thought Mos Eisley was where Anakin grew up.
It is. No, Mos Espa's where Anakin grew up.
Oh.
Mos Eisley was the closest town to Luke, was the spaceport.
Yeah.
Things I don't know if it's like, for example, like Mos Espa is, where Berlin is, and Mos Eisley is where like, Washington is. Or if Mos Espa's where London is and Mos Eisley is where
Berlin,
Paris is. Are they on opposite sides of the globe? Or are they
pretty close to each other?
Yeah. It's really hard.
I thought they were right next to each other, like East Germany and West Germany.
No.
Berlin, East Berlin and West Berlin.
No, not at all. No. It's really hard to tell with Star Wars things, the proportions.
Or like Brooklyn and whatever the other one is.
Manhattan.
Yeah.
They both make up New York. No, they're not at all. No. Because I think, it's really hard to tell because the way it works in Star Wars is a planet is like a country. However, the proportions are all off. Because, it talks about the Tuscans own the Dune Sea. Well, how big's the Dune Sea? Is the Dune Sea actually, the entire southern hemisphere plus a quarter of the northern hemisphere and only that tiny bit's inhabitable? Or is it the Dune Sea is just like, half the northern hemisphere and we just haven't seen the rest of the planet? It's often very difficult to tell, I think. Yeah, what I would have done is made the war, the most we saw of people relating to Mos Espa, like of actually trying to feel, something for the town, was during that whole water thing when Boba hired the speeder bike dudes.
Yeah.
And then when the 2 speeder bike dudes said that they were staying in the ruins of that lady's cantina because they wanted to like be with the people. So that was the only time we saw anything of like, we actually had to feel anything from Mos Espa. It was just a bit kind of like, Mos Espa. Like we saw more of Mos Espa in the Phantom Menace than we did in the Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah,
I'm genuinely serious. We did. Like we saw nothing in this. There were like 4 places we saw. It was just like I'm still extremely confused about like the districts and the leaders. Yeah. It's like it is confusing. It is. I wish they went into more detail about it in the show. Yeah. I'm sorry that I did nearly lose my head when I saw Boba Fett running around on a Rancor though. That was so cool. That was so crazy. Cool. It was, oh my God, it was awesome. Yeah. Like, that's the stuff we do. That Rancor, I remember you told me about it in school. You said something about it. Yeah, I did. Anyway, it was crazy. It was crazy. Yeah, like, that is the kind of stuff like Star Wars, like fantasies are made of. Like, that is the kind of stuff we dream of. That was so cool. The ancient Mandalorian riding the mythosaur and Boba Fett riding a Rancor. Yeah, so cool, mate. And that Rancor was powerful though. Look, apart from the fire, my guy got like shot with.
Apart from the fire.
Apart from the fire, my guy got like shot with laser bolts. He got like stabbed with these dudes' legs. Like he got so much thrown at him, and he was just like, "Yeah, so."
Wouldn't be surprised if he's scared of water next.
I'm sorry, Mando needs to learn how to use the darksaber.
He definitely does.
He does.
I reckon. I have a feeling we'll see him doing that in season 3.
Hopefully, because he started learning with the armor, and then she chucked him out.
What's she called? The armorer.
The armorer, yeah, armor. Maybe I don't know. Maybe someone's going to teach him. He's got to fight. Mando needs some Mando companions because
and we need to see how
he had Bo-Katan.
How Bo-Katan let him have the dark saber, or how he kept the dark saber.
He had Bo-Katan, and now Bo-Katan hates him.
Yeah, that's funny.
Like, you know, he needs someone else, because like I get the whole lone wolf thing, but like we need someone to make it interesting. I hope season 3 doesn't follow the patterns of the other ones.
Go to a planet, solve a problem.
Go to a planet, go solve problem. You know, in effort to
kill
find
big
what you're
beast.
looking for. Yeah, that's literally just a Mando format for season 2. Like it was good, but if we had another season of it, people are going to start getting annoyed.
Yeah,
fairly understandably, I think. Because Mando season 3 is slated that it won't come out until Christmas this year, which is so long to wait.
it is very sad.
It is. It is tragic.
Once it comes, we would have had it gone for 2 years.
2 years, yeah.
First time in 2 years.
Which is just mad. Like I can't believe the finale came out. That was over a year ago now.
I can't believe season 7 Clone Wars was coming out
2 years ago. Yeah.
2 years ago.
Can you like WandaVision? That was a year ago now. Like that just seems like I remember watching WandaVision so vividly. I remember WandaVision was like it was like my end of weekly thing, and I'd have a cup of tea and I'd have like 5 snacks, and I'd just sit there like really intently watching it. You know, it was my weekly Marvel episode. It was like really exciting and special. Now, Book of Boba Fett finale, I'm sitting there with a half-cold cup of tea and a bagel, just like chilling on a Wednesday evening. Like my standards have slipped so much. And like with WandaVision, like I was watching every theory video, and like the hype for each episode was insane. And like, you know, because we were all in lockdown and everyone had nothing to do, and it was the first like big TV show.
It was all right.
And then now with Hawkeye, I was like, yeah, I can't be asked. I just can't be bothered. Like, oh, theory video. I might watch it. I'm not going to, but I'm going to tell myself I might. Do you know what I mean? Like my standards have just slipped so much.
Yeah, I remember.
I think because we've had so many of them now, I'm just kind of like, I'm not really bothered. Like it's no longer this big new thing. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Honestly,
what's it called? The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That was just a bit.
I still haven't properly watched Visions yet. Like I haven't properly watched it. I just can't be bothered.
Oh yeah, it's not. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, like I've watched all the episodes.
It's not anything I'd cry about not watching.
Correct. But then again, yeah, like I haven't watched it, and it doesn't affect because it's not Star Wars canon, like, you know. So it's not.
Doesn't really affect anything.
Yeah. So, you know, but I still like this episode. What are your thoughts on Cad Bane's death?
I mean, I can't believe he's still alive. I mean, in Expanded Universe or Legends, he was supposed to have died to Boba Fett.
Was he?
Yeah, they had to do like the thing where they wait for something and then they
I don't get that. Just shoot the other guy already.
Yeah.
You're standing on there for 5 minutes. What are you waiting for? Just shoot him. Like it's not difficult.
Yeah, they did that when Boba Fett was, I think it was like to the end of the Clone Wars. And I could be wrong, but I feel like it was supposed to be animated. It was like a deleted scene, And I
Yes,
remember
it was. Yeah,
watching.
no, we've
I remember
seen it.
watching it, but it wasn't like fully animated. It was
Yes.
like something from
Yeah, it was a deleted scene. Yeah.
30 years ago.
Yeah, like
And I'm pretty sure that's where he got his little bump from in his helmet.
yeah,
In
it
that,
is. Yeah,
but
it
doesn't
is.
make sense because it's Beskar. But
Yeah.
it's all legends now.
Well, I mean, Duda does have a very strong, a really strong gun.
Yeah, but is it strong? Is it stronger than a lightsaber?
Touche. That is true. I don't know. Is the answer.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We just don't know.
What? Are you like typing something up?
No, I'm just kind of thinking.
Oh,
Because we went through all of this the other day. I have like.
I know it's annoying. I wish
Mm.
we could be able to talk about it now.
Yeah. We're gonna say that every time though. You know that, right? Like we say that every time. Like we're not very good. We don't think this stuff through, do we?
No.
Yeah, but this stuff though.
And also we've talked about this already.
We have talked about this so much, and I have like nothing to say.
Should we wrap it up?
Do you want to? I can wrap it up. Yeah, I'm good to wrap it up.
Right.
I'm good at having to say. So yeah, good to have another episode. I will try and get this one out. I can't make any promises though. You know me. So yeah, thank you all so much for listening. We will see you soon next week, hopefully. Yeah, thanks so much for listening. Have a lovely week. Stay safe. Yeah, subscribe whatever platform you're listening to us on. Check out our Twitter at ResistanceHQ Pod and our Instagram at ResistanceHQ. May the force be with you.
May the force be with you.